And Phillip,
He's playing. He's the blue-black zombie.
he's the blue-black zombie list. Now, Phillip Fortner's blue-black zombies came out at the end of the Swiss here as our 7th place finisher.
So he didn't have to sweat out as much as he had a more comfortable tiebreaker lead.
Yeah.
And we're off. Gerry Thompson is pondering. Turn one. Fortner, pretty like a little. All cards you would expect in a blue-black zombies deck.
Yeah.
That's a Gravecrawler, the promo Gravecrawler, the buy-a-box promo.
Yeah, Phillip Fortner's deck is reminiscent of Jasper Johnson Epstein's zombie deck. Jasper's was mono black. This one is blue, but only barely. He's got a little bit of blue for 2 Diregraph Captains in the main deck and 4 Phantasmal Images.
So six cards. His other threats include 2 Phyrexian Obliterators, 1 Cemetery Reaper, 2 Scourge's Dad High Priest, 2 Blood Artist, and all the normal cards you would expect. His removal suite is 2 Liliana of the Veil, 4 Tragic Slip, 3 Mortarpod, 3 Guest Verdict. Nothing
Now,
out of the ordinary.
What do you think about this as a matchup for a Delver deck?
Classic Delver. I've always scared. I always have Celestial Purge.
Yeah.
In my sideboard just for this.
They do not have any purges.
Right. Big card of the weekend and is Restoration Angel. Gonna do a lot of good work. And generally needs to combo kill.
Yeah.
Either like Tragic Slip will have to like.
Oh, look at this! 1 land only for Phillip Fortner.
He only has 21.
Yes, it's true, but I mean he's still playing with 1 right now.
Yep. 20 of them he did not draw. So it sets up his first couple turns with a pair of Ponders, and he has 3 lands. When it's facing down, a non-zero amount of pressure from Phillip. He's gonna play Geist, which is not going to be killed unless Phillip draws a 2nd land.
Is that an island? What is that, swamp? He doesn't have any islands, does he?
He does not have islands.
Okay,
it was a mortar pod.
Okay. I saw something and I was like, that can't possibly be. No, his mana is not that bad with Island Phyrexian Obliterator.
Yeah. No, all of his lands produce 13 swamps, 4 dark slick shores, and 4 drawn catacombs.
There we go. For those of you who are just joining us, I'm Adrian Sullivan with Adam Prozac. This is the quarterfinals of the Star City Games Nashville Open Series. Remember, between this game and the next, we've got a trivia question to give away 3 free months of premium. So stay tuned.
So get your Twitter machines ready.
Gerry
plays his Singleton Gut Shot on the Fume Spitter, which is pretty impressive.
Yep, the Fume Spitter can't fume on anybody except for himself if he wants.
Yeah.
Well, he could fume on the other guy, but that wouldn't be very fun.
Fume on Gravecrawler, not the... wisely decided against it. And here we go. Here's the story tournament, and this is something we're gonna have to deal with for a long time. 4 mana up, no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
Looks like a drawn catacomb.
Yeah.
So we're in the game.
This is a real trap, like. Oh.
All right.
Just even the time there at this point, even with that land that Phillip has drawn, it's still half of his turn to try to recast that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Half of your turn is a big deal when you're taking 6. And it's not like that guy can block. Image. Does it work? Gerry thinking. I think he's considering Vapor Snagging with maybe a Snapcaster.
That's a possible play. I'm pretty sure Mana Leak would have been cast 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, this is not a Mana Leak
Although
moment.
Gerry is known to think about fairly staple plays.
I mean, Gerry can think.
Yeah.
Snapcaster, Vapor Snag. And I guess I can have a Snapcaster too. I will not do anything with it though, other than have a 2/1.
I mean,
That's fine.
Better than having nothing. Better than the normal vapor snag.
Yep. Here comes the Geist again. And Gerry at 113 life.
That's... Whew. Man, I don't see how Gerry loses from this position. Oh, 13 life.
Yeah.
Probably still a game at this point.
Gerry Thompson at 113 life. Okay. Keyboards are fun. Phillip, not in an exciting position right now. Gerry plays that last turn safe by not attacking and waits to see where Phillip goes next from this. And Phillip, Phantasmal Image in play, a copy of Snapcaster Mage. His hand just clogged with spells. 21 mana is not very much mana. 2 mana, Mortar Pod. It comes down and resolves. And I think he just said go. And Gerry uses a Vapor Snag. It fizzles, but it still kills the Phantasmal Image. Fizzle, of course, an old school term. 6, 7, 8. We see the block and the pop. That makes it only 4 damage from the Angel that is briefly in play from Geist. And a Moreland Haunt from Gerry Thompson.
That might be a backbreaker. It cuts out Guess Verdict as an out for... assuming Gerry... Like, if Phillip just passed, I would not make a token if I were Gerry.
Yeah. The response, Guess Verdict to you, it would be too powerful.
Well, third land from Phillip. Oh, so he's going to try for Guess Verdict and then Tragic Slip. That's something very real here.
And there you go.
That's a Tragic Slip, and Guess Verdict still on the stack.
There we go. A real fight in order to kill
this dog,
Tiago.
Yeah.
No, Tiago down.
So Gerry can give the gut shots flashback. Does he want to? Yes.
He's like 2 damage to me,
I'll
1 damage to you.
Deal.
6 is coming at you.
And puts him on 6. 2. Phillip drops it. Very precarious 2 life. Make a token? Yeah.
Phillip looking for a Christmas miracle right now.
Too bad he has swamps. They don't get to be miraculous. He did draw a land, and I know he has a Liliana. He needs another Tragic Slip to get out of the situation. Other than that, he is going to be shuffling up for game 2 very shortly. Gerry speeds up the process, shows him a mana leak.
Right.
And we are off to game 2.
Okay. So, game 2. But before we go to game 2, we have our trivia contest. Now, for those of you who are just joining us, I'm Adrian Sullivan.
And I'm Adam Prozac.
We are doing SCG Live here from the Star City Games Open in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, at home, what you can do is you can also be a winner and win 3 free months of premium from Star City Games. And the way that you do this, at the bottom you can see right there, there's a hashtag that you want to send things to. You can put whatever else you want with the @ symbols, like at SCG Live, but you want right there that hashtag SCG Premium. One lucky person out there using Twitter who tweets the correct answer to our trivia question One of
Twitter's
those
so
people,
amazing.
one of you will get 3 free months of premium. Now, next round, tomorrow morning, for the semifinals, it'll be 6 free months of premium. And then for the finals, we'll be giving away a pretty great prize.
A Gen Con badge.
A Gen Con badge is pretty
Can I win the Gen Con
amazing.
badge? That's all I'm saying. That'll save me like $80 or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
If you've never been to Gen Con, oh
I'll
my
go.
God.
I haven't been to Gen Con in 7-8 years. I haven't been since Versus died, basically. And I always went to Gen Con only to play in the Versus Pro circuits.
Right.
So I'm just going to get to the full Gen Con experience again for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
Gen Con's great.
Yeah.
Gen Con's one of those great events that Wizards of the Coast has done an amazing job by taking over, essentially, right? Like, 'cause they've had it for a while now. First year they did it, they had a rock band play in the middle of the event. I'm not sure if you knew this. Violent Femmes played the first Wizards of the Coast Gen Con. And they're just like,
that's it.
and they didn't announce it. They just suddenly were like, let it go word of mouth. The Violent Femmes are playing in the other
Wow.
night. So, but trivia. SCG Premium hashtag. And
Don't you have to answer a question?
You do. So
Let's ask a question.
Here's my quick question. We have 4 people in the top 8 playing the same deck list. How many other people in the top 8 are playing a different version of this archetype? 4 people are playing 72 of the same 75 cards. How many other people are playing the same archetype in this top 8? If you can answer correctly, hashtag SCG Premium, 1 lucky winner will be selected to get 3 free months of premium. Let's see what we're gonna do here in the actual match. What do you do if you're Phillip Fortner and you're gonna be going into game 2 here with your zombie deck with a loss down? Ratchet Bomb. I like Ratchet Bomb. Kills Delver's good.
Yeah, I feel like that's all it kills.
Yeah. Well, it kills the tokens. It kills the Moorland Haunts. The Angel.
If I were Phillip, I would want to put my foot on the gas pedal and never let up.
Go aggressive rather than controlling.
That being said, I would probably find a way to get in the 2 Metamorphs because they serve dual purposes of killing opposing Geists.
Or you can make another
pumping,
Lord.
Yeah.
Or make a Messenger.
The card, that's all, the only 2 cards I would bring in. The cards I would take out are the 2 Blood Artists.
Interesting, because I would consider taking out the Obliterator. It's so expensive.
That's a card you could also, at least the Obliterator like clocks somebody. The Gerry's removal is not often damage based.
Right.
It is bounce in the Vapor Snag.
What do you think about adding a swamp from the board? I mean,
just
I don't like 21 land in this deck.
If he registered 21, he probably thinks 21 is correct.
What's that swamp for then? Where's his curve go up? Black Sun Zenith when he goes control.
Yeah.
When he goes control, he brings in the swamp.
Bring in to make a 22 land control deck.
22 land control.
Yeah. One thing I do not like about this list is very low land count and actual 3-drops. So we got
1996 control, 22 land.
Geographic Ghoul comes into play against Delver of Secrets. What do you think Gerry will be bringing in?
I mean, Gerry does not have any Celestial Purges, which is a real problem against Messenger and against Gravecrawler.
Absolutely.
Timely buys some time. I don't mind that at all against Gravecrawler.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think I just like the 3 Timelies. I don't know that anything else offers you enough.
Yeah, in the meantime,
Metamorph.
Phillip has added a second Ghoul to the board and Tragic slipped Gerry's Delver. So Phillip looking in great shape this game. You got the early pressure, mitigated some of Gerry's Delvers and
Liliana. Liliana, I really, generally speaking, only like in one of 2 decks. Dedicated reanimating decks and very aggressive decks. I've never been a fan of Liliana in the control deck as a control card.
Unless you're discarding for profit.
Yeah, unless you're discarding like a reanimation style, that kind of thing. Yeah. Gitaxian Probe, what you got? A High Priest. Interesting.
So he just jammed his Liliana in there. That could be one way Gerry gets out with the card of the tournament, Restoration Angel. That was a Phantasmal image, I believe.
I was going to ask you if you saw what that was, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
In for 4.
It puts Gerry to 10. That's not a lot of life.
Now remember, these players have both had the opportunity to see the other's full deck list, so there are no secrets.
Would you have played that image?
The image? No. I would save it for a Geist. Or for an Angel, or for something. Like.
Well, the Angel doesn't, like...
Not even an Angel. Save it for a Messenger or a Captain.
Okay, so save it for one of his own creatures?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's the Angel.
Gerry could very... Gerry's on 10.
Boom.
But he
Take
just got his
2.
guy eaten.
Goodbye, Diagraph. If Phillip doesn't do anything very powerful right now, this could be problematic.
Yeah.
Okay, Phillip, here's your chance. He's tapped out. The gate's open.
He has an image and an unknown card. I don't think you can copy an Angel here.
Yeah.
If you would have copied an Angel here, you'd copy the Ghoul last turn. Fume Spitter, not gonna do it.
He could copy the Fume Spitter and finish it off. It's a lot of work to 3 cards to kill one guy.
That's a 3 for 1, but
he says no. I'm just gonna lay the Fume Spitter.
Yeah.
Ponder.
So Gerry back in the driver's seat, and a Feast and Famine, a Sphinx. So Gerry did bring in his Sphinxes. I know that they've been doing that a lot this tournament. They've been getting a ton of match wins.
Yeah.
You always hear Jerry's like, well, I played a Sphinx, and then I drew a Sphinx off that Sphinx.
I drew 6 cards.
Yeah, I drew 6 cards. And then a couple turns later, I felt like I was in control. So Gerry passes again, plays another land, holds his Angel back. Phillip, unknown card, needs it to be a good one. Needs to figure out if Gerry has Misbind Click or Cryptic Command, or I mean, Snapcaster Mage.
You did that on purpose.
Oh. So one thing I've seen Gerry do a couple times, Thought Scour his opponent. Not because he wants to mill threats or anything. He knows the top cards of his deck. He knows he wants to keep them all. And he knows he wants to play the Consecrated. Like, he knows he needs to draw both of the cards on top of his deck after a Ponder.
Ooh, are we going to have an image fight? Or a Consecrated Sphinx fight?
Oh, man. I could go for an old-fashioned Sphinx showdown. By the way, that's that's a poor design when having 2 of them in play is just a huge problem.
There it is. Sphinxy. Okay, now if I'm Phillip... Oh, what's this?
Oh, I was hoping for Metamorph. This is...
Wow, okay. And unfortunately for Phillip, he is tapped out.
Oh, man.
Double unfortunately for Phillip, Gerry has all of the answers.
Yeah. But Gerry's falling to 4 there for the Dismember. So that's no
joke.
This is not a done deal.
Yeah, I mean, that Cemetery Reaper makes creatures. What do we got?
Timely would be game over.
Timely. Speaking of...
Yeah. I mean, he should definitely get rid of...
response, kill something.
Fume Spitter something.
Fume Spitter itself.
Yeah, who cares? Make one of Gerry's guys smaller, but like, yeah.
Yeah, that works fine. Yeah, that makes more sense. Make the Angel smaller. The 6th life is just back-breaking.
Yeah, I think this one's locked up for Gerry.
There are so few removal spells that Phillip is running that can actually do anything without more help.
Well, especially now that he doesn't have the Fume Spitter would turn on Tragic Slip. Like the Mortar Pod's not going to do anything anymore. And Gerry did bring his Ratchet Bombs. Curious to see what he took out. Because we saw
maybe
Gitaxian Probe.
Maybe Geist is not a card that he actually is too excited about.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean,
he did fight over it a lot in game 1.
But I mean, it was there.
It was there. And
like,
something for him to close the game with. Not a card he expected. Oh, that's cute. When Gerry Thought Scoured Phillip, he milled a Gravecrawler. Yeah,
that's funny.
This might go on a few turns, but Consecrated Sphinx, good Magic card as it turns out.
I'm not sure how much pre-full set block you did, but that was one of the discoveries we had really early on, was just how absurd Consecrated Sphinx was. Like,
Yeah, it was you played it was like one of like 3 cards you could play.
Yeah.
In Scar's block constructed.
It was just the first time that I had one in play, my mind just reeled as how powerful it was.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, you read the card and you're just like, well, this would be the best card in the format if Titans weren't around.
Yeah.
And you just knew the power level was so obviously high, and like almost a reaction of like, hey guys, we can make a Titan that's a card that can compete with the Titans. What's better than 1 Consecrated Sphinx?
I don't know.
2 Consecrated Sphinx.
That's a good answer.
You want to draw a card?
Oh,
okay, I will draw 4.
1 second. Eason defeats Gindy.
Okay.
So we do not have the Cinderella story.
I wouldn't call it the Cinderella story.
I don't know what to call it. We don't have the, what do we want to call that? I don't know.
The anti-Cinderella story.
Actually, maybe we should call it the Yankees. We don't have.
We don't have the
Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankee story of all of the Roanoke team making the top 4. So that dream is over.
Okay, so that's Brian Eason defeats Charles Gindy 2-0.
Brian is also playing a Delver.
Now, while we wait for this match to wrap up, we got 2 Consecrated Sphinx, a tiny, tiny 2/3 Angel.
That's so small.
Yeah.
We do have 2 Cemetery Reapers now.
I would be curious to hear how that match played out. Eason does have an extra sword, and I wonder if that was a part of it. And he also has. I mean, I would have been curious to see that. I actually like mirrors like that, even though a lot of people don't.
It's not always about the cards.
Yeah.
It's about the lines of people.
Yeah. Phantasmal image of a Consecrated Sphinx coming on in, starting the slow work of actually winning.
Right.
Now, he can't be too slow about this. Cemetery Reaper does have an ability, and
Ratchet Bomb mitigates a lot of that, but
yeah. You can force the Ratchet Bomb to go.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what the 28 cards in Gerry's hand are to make him pass the turn. It'll be all mono Snapcasters and Angels, and then he's.
Is Gerry stopping at 2 cards?
I feel like he drew all of them at the same time.
Okay. It looked like he was drawing 2 to me, but it's all good.
He may have. Alright, we got a Grapecaller coming back from the dead. And
it's so hard to attack into a Sphinx. It's just so big.
I mean, it's a normal size 6-drop. I mean, you're trying to attack into the 6-drop with your 1s and 2-drops.
Yeah, but the 6 butt is just.
That's a Titan size.
That's a big. Well,
that's what you should get.
I understand. Well, nowadays, it's just still so big.
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying it's not where the standard is now.
Yeah. I feel it's good that big creatures are good. It shouldn't be this good. I would be fine if Consecrated Sphinx was 1 card.
Yeah, that would still be a very good card.
Yeah, excellent card. In a world without Titans, obviously. Because right now it's like...
Oh boy, Angel. What's the Angel gonna do?
Can't blink the other Angel.
Just EOT, make a body.
It's more than fine. You have a couple, you have a card or 10 to burn. You know, Gerry wouldn't want to have to discard for having too many cards. That would be a disaster. Also, like, it helps you up the clock a little.
Yeah.
You could actually probably swing in with both Sphinxes, put Phillip on a 1-turn clock. I'm not sure if Gerry wants to do that, but it's definitely an option for him.
Sort of feast and famine. Ouch.
Yeah.
Here comes the friends. Are we done?
Oh,
Is
man,
it over?
is this all of them? Is this 16?
That looks like a lot.
6, 10, that's exactly 16. Man, Gerry is very good at counting to 16. So
There
congratulations,
we go.
Gerry. Thompson won a pretty easy match for him. Phillip had a little struggles in both games. First game, he did not play a second land on turn 2. And in the second game, he